What is up guys, welcome back to my channel, and I've got a confession to make straight away. I filmed the full intro to this video and got it onto my computer and it was wildly out of focus. So unfortunately there is going to be a bit of a spoiler at the start here, but I wanted to show you this brand new deck which I'm going to set up in this video. You'll be able to see the full setup process, but I've had to do this intro after I finished the deck. So here's the full reveal, drum roll please. It is a 9.5 H3roin symmetrical razor egg. I really can't wait to show you guys the process of me setting this up. I did order the 9-inch, but when it turned up, it just didn't feel quite wide enough. I'm sort of leaning towards bigger decks these days, so I sent that back and got a 9.5 instead. So that's why there was a slight delay in getting this video out. I did announce that there was a package that had arrived, but I had to do an exchange. So this is it. This is the full complete board. And in this video today, what I'm going to do is show you the full process of me setting it up. So if you want to stick around and watch that, I'd really appreciate it. Let's get into this one. Okay, so here we are, here's the deck. I have got two trucks here, obviously. These aren't quite wide enough, these are 8.5 trucks. Not quite wide enough for this deck, but they're close enough, and I don't really want to have to buy a new set of trucks right now because, well, I've just bought two decks in the space of about 2 months, so that's something that I can't really afford right now. And something that's really crucial about this, because this is a symmetrical deck and I'm just going to use it both ways, I'm not going to try and have a front and a back with this deck. I have got some brand new bushings for my trucks, so I can start completely fresh with new bushings and hopefully they wear completely evenly because I'll just be using the deck whatever way around I feel at the time of throwing my board down. So yeah, I've got a full set of new bushings which I can put in these trucks, and that's pretty good because these are actually shredded. I don't know if you'll be able to see on the camera there. I might do some close-ups for you, but these bushings are absolutely shredded. So that's going to make the symmetrical side of things really good. I'm just going to stick these wheels on. Now, these aren't ideal. They're actually 97A, so they're a little bit soft. I bought these for indoor park skating, basically, but just for that little bit of extra grip. These are Santa Cruz. I think they're called speed wheels, and they've got cheap shot Spitfire bearings in them. I don't really care about bearings that much. I don't like going fast. So yeah, I've just got some cheap shots and they've been great so far. So that's going to be the wheel setup for now. I might just substitute those and put the wheels from my other H3roin deck on. They're nice and small, so it kind of add to that little sort of late 90s dynamic quite nicely as well. Okay, next up, mob grip. Now, they've only sent me a 9-width mob grip, so I'm going to have to be really creative with this grip job. And I want it to be symmetrical as well, so that could be a fun experience. Obviously, all the bolts for the trucks as well, we've got those ready. I've got tons of these for some reason. And last but by no means least, I've got some Santa Cruz slimline rails in white. They're gonna be on the bottom and they're gonna be assisting my board slides and getting me zipping along all sorts of different objects. So I'm looking forward to this full setup. So let's get into it. First of all, I'm gonna take these trucks apart. I think this is actually gonna be quite difficult to do while they're not attached to the actual skateboard. Oh yeah, that's working nicely. Probably the first time these have been undone for a very long time. So let's get all that out. Jesus, this bushing has seen much better days. The bottom one's actually okay, so I might actually just keep those in. Oh, actually, it's got a bit of a cut in it. Yeah, I'll put those to one side. I'm just gonna use all the new ones actually. That just makes it a lot easier. Let's just quickly undo the other one as well. Wow, that is absolutely ruined, that one. That's just broken into bits as I've taken it out. There's bits of rubber everywhere here. That's the state of my two bushings. Absolutely ruined, basically. And the bottom cup on that is actually bent as well, but I think it should be okay. I've never noticed any problems with that riding-wise, so I'm sure it'll be fine. So let's get these. Oh, fantastic. This has actually got new cups in as well. Didn't even realise that. So we can take these off. Keep those because they're definitely worth keeping. These two bushings are worth keeping as well, the bottom ones. And wow, these look so fresh, what the hell? So bottom cup, bushing, bottom cup, bushing, hanger, top bushing, top cup, and the nut. Wow, look at that, that looks like brand new now, that's awesome. Apologies, I've just moved my light, so hopefully you can see a bit better now. Really crazy, I kind of wish I'd have done this earlier because it makes the trucks look brand new, and they probably are going to take a little bit to wear in, but these look absolutely amazing now. Brand new in the middles, all the bushings sorted. they're ready to go on. Very, very nice stuff. Okay, let's get all this stuff out of the way that we don't need now. Okay, so I've got some tools here. I've got a blade and I've got an old kitchen knife, which I tend to use for my grip job. So let's cut along this. Oh, that is satisfying. The certified egghead, really cool sticker. Let's get this polythene off. And I hate the fact that these stickers never come off easily as well. Let's open this grip tape and try and figure out how I'm gonna grip this deck in a symmetrical way so that I can use both sides. So you can see the width-wise, it's nowhere near wide enough. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut this in half for a start. So down here, basically. Definitely don't tell my girlfriend that I'm using these scissors because these are her best scissors. She won't notice, hopefully. Okay, so now I've got two halves, but the widths don't fit properly, you can see. So I'm gonna have to like offset it like this. That's what I'm gonna do. So I have that side right up and just a little bit of yellow showing there. And then on this side, I'll do the opposite. So there's a little bit of yellow showing on that side. And that's gonna be symmetrical. And then with all the excess that I've got, I'm gonna cut loads of little strips and just put those across the middle so that the middle's gripped, but you can still kind of see the H3roin underneath. And ironically, I'm using the blade and there's a picture of the razor edge for the razor edge construction, so that's quite funny. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Always is a bit scary committing to that first bit of grip tape when you're gripping a board. You can always peel it off a little bit if it's gone wrong. So we want it right up against this edge. There. Bit annoying that I didn't get a 10-inch piece of grip tape for this really, because that would have made this end and that end a lot easier to do and I wouldn't have had to have this little gap here. Such is life, it's not always perfect. So, I just need to use my hanger to loosely mark this. And that's definitely made it to the end, which is good. And I really need to make sure that this bit is symmetrical. So I'm gonna put this towards me. Sorry if this isn't on camera. I like doing grip jobs. I like doing fancy grip jobs. I know some people are quite sort of vanilla about it and just like it to look like a skateboard, but I kind of like to have mine a little bit different. Like the old school stuff, basically, like all the 80s boards and that. Does that look symmetrical? That looks pretty damn close, actually. That mob grip coming in proper handy to get rid of those air bubbles. Now I can use this sheet to make sure this is all stuck down properly. Okay, so that's those bits done. And now I've got all this excess, these two pieces, to be able to cut strips and fill the middle. I don't think that's going to be enough pieces, but I won't really know until they're all stuck down. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start sticking them down, and if I get to the end and realise I need more, then I can just do that. So let's go ahead and just start sticking these down. This is actually going to look so nice. It's quite annoying because I think I only need like one more piece. So I'm just going to have to cut a quick piece off this. So there we go, I just need to cut it out now. So yeah, I am actually a little bit annoyed about the fact that that definitely should have been on the other side of the board here, on those sides, so that it was the heel flip side, but there's nothing I can do about it now. So I'm just gonna have to roll with it. What's the old saying, never cut towards you? That's exactly what I've just been doing. It's one side done. The nose isn't perfect, but what I always say to people is these bits tend to wear off after a while, you know, when the board's flipping upside down and stuff. So I don't really worry too much about those little uneven bits that you get on the ends. Those will definitely wear off. Could probably have another go with the knife as well if I wanted to. There you go. So I don't tend to worry too much about those end bits. Some people obsess over it, you know, they want to get the perfect cut, but I'd rather just skate it, you know what I mean? Let's see if we can get this side any better. Yeah, that's a little bit better, but it still looks pretty similar. So there we go, there's the finished piece. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you like that grip job? You'll be able to see it a little bit better afterwards, but That actually looks pretty nice, I think. I'm not gonna sand it in here because from previous experience, I've found out that it makes a right mess. Now, all that's left to do is the rails. Just gotta get those screwed on. So let's turn this around. This is the bit which I'm least looking forward to because with the last deck that I had, you guys know, the 9.25 Mandy, all the screws that I used on that, I noticed they were really, really thin, the ones that came with the creature ones. They all snapped. It was so annoying. And then I went to sort of move them around a bit. So they snapped, so I took them out and put one in the, one there, and they snapped again. So I've got loads of snapped screws in my skateboard and loads of holes as well. So I was really, really annoyed about that. These ones that come with the Santa Cruz look way more sturdy. Let's just see what it says. It's got some instructions inside here. You can see there's a little instruction manual, and it says, position each rail 1/2 inch to 1 inch from the edge of the board as shown with the taller edge on the outside. Oh God, I didn't know there was a smaller and taller edge. Ah, okay, this is the instructions for a different kind. Using a #2 Phillips screwdriver or power driver, apply downward pressure and carefully screw in all the provided screws. So it doesn't say anything about pre-drilling these. I have heard, you know, from various people it's best to pre-drill. So mine are gonna probably go, what do I usually do? 1 thumbnail width I usually do. But that seems quite close, so maybe I'll do it a little bit further. Like I say, this is the scariest bit for me. I don't like doing rails. Okay, there we go, it's gripped now. So I'm just gonna do this loosely for now. I'll tighten them all up at the end. Okay, they're in position, and let me just check that they're even. Yeah, they look really good. That looks pretty much as good as you can get it if you're not measuring like I am, because I'm lazy. There we go, that's looking really good. Nip these up a little bit. Oh God. Okay, happy days. They are well on those. They are seriously strongly on those. They're not going anywhere. Imagine if I turned it over and all the screws had gone through the other side. So there we go. That's that bit done. Next, we need to attach the trucks. And I'll just get 2 bolts in the trucks for this video. You guys obviously know that I'm gonna go ahead and put all the rest in. I'll just do the 2 bolt trick like this. This is the one thing I hate about grip jobs, is when you tighten down the bolts for your trucks, wrinkles all the grip tape. Man, I think the yellow is kind of a bit bonkers, to be honest. I would have liked something a bit more mellow yellow. Yeah, it does actually look a bit bonkers. It reminds me of the way they've set it up. I don't know if you guys are aware of Blast Skates, but they do this kind of build my first board setup thing, and it looks really similar to that because they're yellow. Don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but... Okay, there it is, all set up and ready to go. Well, apart from a few things. So there's a few things that I need to do before I ride this. I need to sand the edges of this down so that they're nice and worn in, put the other bolts in, and I need to tighten the trucks up as well. But apart from that, that is the finished board. That's the grip job, completely symmetrical. Middle, maybe not so much, but you're not gonna be able to tell. And then there's the bottom with the rails, etc. as well. It's looking really nice. Can't wait to skate this one. Okay guys, so that is it. Thank you for joining me for this video. The egg, symmetrical egg, fully set up. Rails, everything. These wheels might not be staying on. I think that's looking really, really nice. I can't wait to skate this. I will do that in another video very, very soon. I just needed to get it set up first. And now, one morning I can go straight out and do a full review video, but it looks amazing. Can't wait to skate this. I'll be back with another video, skating it very soon. Please like and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you all again in a future video, hopefully. Keep shredding, guys. I'll see you soon.